What's up, everybody? Global Karen here, and we're gonna be doing a first ever review of a movie. But the first review I'm gonna be doing is The Flash. I'm gonna tell what my feelings are with The Flash, and then maybe in the end of the review. But this mostly gonna be a spoiler warning type review because that's mostly what I'm gonna do. And this is about to be my first. I don't know what to title it, but it's just going to title it something just come with something because I'm gonna start reviewing like movies and TV shows and stuff because like I got nothing else to do on my channel. It's just to I just decided to just react to stuff, but I'm gonna try to react to stuff on Kick, then review stuff on YouTube. Just be on like both platforms. So let's get started with the review. I got all the stuff on my phone because I watched it yesterday when I got from work. Guys, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch the movie, see how I feel about it. Because both one side of the aisle said it was a good movie, some of the aisle said it was a bad movie. But let's get started. And one more thing, I didn't really like put like what they was talking about in the movie. I just put like said scenes where what they was talking about in the movie. So let's get started. So the movie started with Flash in a coffee shop trying to find Iris because they like being in this coffee shop. So Alfred called Flash to help him with something was going on in the hospital. I don't know what happened. I think it was like some type of earthquake or something in the building was breaking down from the underground. So he needed help. He needed because Batman needed his help for that. Because Batman needed to go after these other people who had this briefcase. I forgot what the briefcase was, but it was kind of dangerous, and he had to stop them from getting it. Well, Flash did because this is Ben Affleck's Flash. Everyone was just called Ben Affleck's Batman, and like other Batmans like Michael Keaton Batman, because like it's multiple Batmans in this fucking movie. So Batman chasing these people. Flash saved these babies and this woman and the CGI. Let's talk about the Flash CGI. Let's talk about the CGI. The CGI was like a mess and sometimes all over the place. Sometimes it looks good. Sometimes it's just most times just looks so bad. The lightning, I liked it, and some of the running and everything. But other than that, the dog CGI was terrible. The babies look awful in some portions of the movie. So he was just helping save this hospital from not getting destroyed, but saving the baby and this worker. Even though he was low calories off because Flash needs to eat a lot of food because like if he doesn't eat a lot of food, he just can't really run as fast as he can. Then after that, Wonder Woman came. You see Gal Gadot came back for her role. I don't know if she's gonna be still playing as Wonder Woman or someone else going to replace her, but we don't really know yet. But she went and saved Batman. Then they had this little comedy moment with Batman, Flash, and this robber guy, because she got the lasso on Ben Affleck's Batman. Then in this robber guy, and Flash touched it. It was a joke moment. The jokes were a hit and miss, in my opinion. Then Flash went back to the coffee shop, got his food, and just left. Then he went to work. He was at work because Flash is from Iron Heights. Then he tried to do an investigation, but it was too late to file the paperwork because like it was way too late. Then he see Iris again. In this one, then the TV show, Iris and him were like childhood best friends. In this one, Flash and Iris knew each other since college. And Iris referenced the when Barry saved her. When Barry saved her from in the Justice League movie. She didn't really say that, but she said like I think we saw each other before, but I just don't know where we saw each other before. and everything. Flash character is just stumbling on his words like I do. Iris was covering. The Iris said she was covering stuff for Flash's dad, and she wants to have word for Flash, and Flash couldn't really say anything about it because like he's just telling her that the dad was innocent and everything. Then Flash talked to his dad. Then Flash went to his old house when him and his mother used to live at. I would say that it were really good sad moments. Even though I don't like Ezra Miller, I would say he does act really well. It's just a shame that, to me, it's kind of a shame that a lot of people like this movie, even though the guy did some stupid shit outside. But it's no here or there. So, then we introduced to Nora West because they did a flashback. I was interested because like they decided to make Nora like Spanish. I was like, that's interesting. I think a lot of people didn't really care, but I was like, that's interesting. This is decided to make her Spanish because she mostly supposed to be white, but she's Spanish. But I was like, okay, I was fine with it. I ain't mad about it. She was a good actress in the movie that plays Barry's mom. Then we learned that Barry's dad went to the grocery store because she forgot tomato can, because that's a big thing coming up to the movie. So she forgot tomatoes, and the dad went to the grocery store to get some because they forgot to get some. Then dad came back and they heard Flash's Barry's mother screaming. Then we found out that she got stabbed in the chest with the knife, and like then this is cut all that way because like I get they are trying to, especially this movie. I don't know if it's gonna be contributing to the new James Gunn movies or they're just going to change it around. I don't really know, but this is hand wave that is like this is hand wave that is just like, oh, she got stabbed and you just don't know who stabbed her. I get it's supposed to be a reference to Reverse Flash, but like I would like Reverse Flash in the movie, but they're gonna do it like later on. So he went to time. So he went to this like Coliseum where he can go through time. It was interesting, but the CGI was pretty bad. Then after that, he talked to Ben Affleck's Batman about going through time and everything. Then after that, he talked to Irish. Then he came up with a plan. After the plan, he talked to Irish. Then he stole some beer from some other people's house. I was like, what the hell? But it was just a little joke scene. Then he decided to, because in the cameras, you found out that the only reason why dad couldn't get out of jail because like he tried to go back to the store where his dad was at, but his dad had his head down, so they can't really look at his face because he has his head down all the way, even though it's multiple cameras in the store. So I was like, y'all do know it's multiple cameras in the store. Y'all can't look at multiple cameras except for that one little instance. I was like, okay. Then Barry came up with a plan to save his dad by not letting his mother forget about the tomatoes. It's so different because like I get it. In this one, I get like the possibilities. If you change like one thing, you change everything. Except for like Reverse Flash being there, killing him and stopping Reverse Flash, like in the CW show. This one is just a different way of change one thing, you change everything. Dang, I actually like that because it have more consequences, more possibilities. So he should go back into his timeline where he changed the time where his mother is alive, but he couldn't do that because he got stopped by this thing. I don't even know what it is because it looks black and purple, and it pushes Barry to the timeline, and he meets his mother again and talks to his mother and everything. Then you learn after that scene when he was talking to his mother and dad that you see his other self. I call him second Flash because he is the second Barry, but I'm gonna call him second Barry. So we learned that second Barry says I think he was getting out of college, but he's like 18 years old now. No, he's in freshman year, so I think he was taking time off from college or something. I don't really know. I've never been to college. So Flash was just talking to his second version, his 18-year-old version of himself. His 18-year-old version, to me, I get what they were trying to do, the little brother, big brother type thing, where you got the older one who is more mature and stuff, and this other one is just more dumb and irresponsible. But this second Barry was just annoying to me. But I get what they were trying to do. So Barry almost about to knock him out, so he can forget. So the second Flash can forget everything. But he almost about to him. But second Barry told him that he was about to have a date with Iris. Just like, wait, what? He's like, okay. So then Flash told. So Barry saw outside was raining pretty hard. Then he learned that, and he talked to his second self, because second self, like, he was telling second self was what time is this? It's like he was like September 29th, and he learned that this is the time when he got his powers. So he stopped his second version of himself for going on a date so he can get his powers. To me, this should kind of like put more for Iris in the second Barry, because like he forgot their date, but like I get why they cut that out. And like get like a little bit of consequences of what Barry did to his 18-year-old self, to Iris. But it was neither here or there. So Flash tried to recreate his power so he could give it to his 18-year-old self, but the 18-year-old self just don't want to get struck by lightning. So the lightning came and hit Barry, then hit his second self, his younger self. I would say his younger self. So his younger self, they both got fall down, but Barry's teeth got pulled out. So he learned that Barry's powers got transferred into his younger self. So they had to escape. Then Barry tried to face the wall and stuff, but he couldn't do it. I actually like that, because like that's when he learned that he couldn't really he can't go fast and everything. Even though I still don't know how they escape, because like security guards are everywhere and stuff, and they can't read face and stuff. To me, they should both been pre-injured, because like I actually like in the Flash, CW Flash, is that he got struck by lightning, was out for like a couple of days and weeks, because that's a strong lightning strike. But in this one, they just, even though they were in so much pain, they just had to walk it off. Then Secondary just playing with the powers and everything, just playing with it, because Barry told him that he did that before. So like he just messed up the place, just destroyed Ironheart. He didn't destroy Ironheart City, but he was making a lot of mess. Then he turned off power because what he did. Then he was going, because he was stripping down, because he was naked and everything, because he was using too much speed and caught his clothes on fire and everything. So they was just like talking about this and that. Then I think they were I think after that, guys, try to remember everything was going on in the movie. Then I got this phone. I didn't really put like everything on the phone. So after that, Barry Hills just keeps walking and everything, and just talk about this and that. Then Flash learned that Zod is there. Zod is there, but I think he said that Zod came a little bit too early in the timeline. I think that's what he said, but like I don't really know, because then Barry told his younger self that, because I like they referenced the Man Steel movie, because we didn't really learn what Flash was doing in the Man Steel movie. In the Man Steel movie, he was still learning how to test his powers, and he couldn't. And he tried to save this kid and his dad. I saw the end credit scene. They called Tony and Tony's son, so the father's name Tony. Out of nowhere, they just call him Tony. So Tony died, and Barry couldn't save the dad, but he only could save the kid because he still didn't really learn how to use his powers correctly and everything. So let me see what happened. So now Barry had to find out where he's trying to find the Justice League and what happened to the rest of them. So Victor, he's just a regular football player. Arthur, he's not. He doesn't exist in that universe. Wonder Woman, who is just some like old lady website or some type shit. Then Barry, young Barry was with roommates. His one roommate was a female. Then, a boyfriend, some random dude, and the random dude was just a little bit comical. It's like they were talking about timelines. The timeline that Barry messed up because it was talking about Back to the Future. They're doing Back in the Future reference. I never seen Back to the Future, so my memories of this movie is just this and that. Then Barry learned that he changed everything in the timeline. Barry just learned that he can find Batman, so he went to Batman's place to find Bruce. Then it was no one there. It was like everything was just dirty. Everything it was like Bruce didn't do anything. Bruce is by himself and just didn't do anything. So they tried to find him. They then went to the kitchen. Then some old guys just came and started attacking them. And Barry's just getting his ass kicking, but the younger ones just dodging moves and just protecting himself because he got the speed. I thought it was Alfred, but then I learned that it was Michael Keaton. Then Michael Keaton and Barry talked about different possibilities of what he did in the timeline. I didn't write everything what happened because like I was paying attention to the movie, but I didn't want to miss what everything was to happen, so I just didn't write like lines what they say in the movie. So I just don't know what they were saying, everything. So he was talking to him. Barry wanted his help. Barry said Batman said, Michael Keaton's Batman said he declines. He don't want to do all this because he's so old and he ain't been doing this for a very long time. So Barry went to the Batcave. Yeah, Barry went to the Batcave. Barry tried to look for Superman because that's what they tried to look for. They tried to look for Superman. Then Barry and him start having an argument about how irresponsible younger Barry is because of the cataclysm that is going on around him, even though it's technically was his fault anyway that all this was happening anyway. And he didn't really want to tell him how all this was going on. Then after that he talked to Michael Keaton, the camera, and talked about why he came back. I think he told him that he lost his mother. Everything. That Michael Keaton decided to help him. Then Michael Keaton. Barry woke up and he saw these files. He saw the files that Michael Keaton, Batman, he found Superman, but he's in Russia, so they had to go all the way to Russia because these mercenaries had Superman. I'm not saying Supergirl because they think it's Superman at this point in the movie. So they went there. Then they did more jokes because second Barry is a moron. his movie, so he ordered the militia and stuff. Then Michael Keaton did some badass fight scenes and stuff, like he is as Batman. See, I don't really have like emotional detachment to Michael Keaton Batman, cause like I never seen the Michael Keaton Batman movies before. Yeah, I never seen Christopher, not Christopher Reeves, the other Batman. I seen the 2018. I seen the 2018 Batman. I think what's it 2018, 2021, 20. No, it was the 2022 Batman. I seen that one with the dude who played Robert Pattinson. I seen that one. That was good. I just never seen Michael Keaton and all the old original superheroes like Christopher Reeve's Superman. I just never seen those. So they went to and found Superman, but they aren't that. It wasn't Superman. It was Supergirl, because Supergirl was there. So so Barry went and saved her. They escaped. They went. So it been like hours, cause it been time went fast, cause they was in the nighttime. Then they went to the sunlight. So it been like maybe like I don't know what time was. So let's just say it been like 3 to like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, or 9 o'clock in the morning. It's around that time. So she getting her powers back because she's in the sunlight, just being to share everybody, and Batman helping. Hey, I forgot. Young Barry got shot in the leg, so he couldn't do much either. So they went back to Michael Keaton's place. Michael Keaton shaved his beard and everything. Then she tried to learn why they saved her. So she went upstairs. She went to the balcony with young Barry. They talked, and she was trying to brace the sun because she ain't had the sunlight for so long. It could have been so long she haven't had the sunlight. Cause I try to remember everything down. I'm talking way too fast. I'm sorry, guys. So they had a little talk. She left, went to where Zod was, but she came back. But let me go back and see where everything happened. No, she came back. No, Barry tried to recreate how he got his powers back, like they tried to do in the comics. So he got shocked, then he almost died. Then Kara came and saved him. Yeah, went all the way up to the sky where the lightning was, cause she can take the lightning strike easily, like just like that. But she just helped Barry get his powers back and everything. Then they talk a little bit about why Flash saved her, why Barry saved her and everything. So Michael Keaton, young Barry, Barry and Kara, they went to go fight Zod. Yes, let me see what's going on. So Kara and Zod start talking to each other. Then Zod told Kara that he killed Superman when he was an infant. No, not an infant, but a baby. Then he needed Kara's blood to help terraform the planet, because he needed her to do it. So then the other thing, how Superman needed it, and like he needed Superman from the first movie. So Kara and Zod was fighting each other. Flash was fighting the other Kryptonians. It was some cool fight scenes. Kara and Zod was a little bit of CGI mess. Kara about to beat Zod. Zod stabbed her. Then Zod killed Kara and took her blood. Cause young Flash went back to. I thought he went back in time, but he went to go talk to Flash. Then Michael Keaton went and sacrificed himself, but it didn't destroy the ship's force fields. So young Flash tried to go back to try to go back to the past and save Kara and Michael Keaton Batman. Then Flash came, shot help him too. Chill went back there, but it still couldn't save Supergirl. Because I thought they about to save Supergirl and Batman, but they didn't. She still got killed the same way, but a different way. But she got stabbed the same way. And Michael Keaton now, he's just fuck this berserker. This type of like giant big dude Kryptonian. Yeah, giant big dude Kryptonian. And Batman, I thought Batman killed him, but Batman didn't kill him. Cause you learned after that scene, he didn't really kill him. So they did this move thing like this because that's how they can control lightning. They can do like a lightning blast and so hit him with that, but they still couldn't beat him with that. No, they did beat him with that because Barry went and helped Young Flash beat him. Then they went back in time, the timelines Coliseums, where Barry's just. They went back in time. Barry and him started talking to each other. Well, they ain't talked to each other yet, so young Barry just keep going back into the past and stuff. He kept getting stabbed and everything, so he just kept going back in time and try to help them. Try to help them and everything, but he just couldn't do it. Barry tried to stop him, but young Barry just don't want to do it because he tried to figure out how to do it by using mathematical equations. He kept, I don't know how long he kept doing it, but he looked like he'd been doing it for a very long time because like he's an old man. Well, not old man, but like he just kept doing it. He told Barry to stay there. Then Barry tried to stop him. Then he got attacked by this thing that attacked him. Then I learned from that instance. I'm like, oh, okay, that's young Barry, but he's corrupted. He's a corrupted young Barry now. So young Barry came back and tried to came back and he's like, what the hell was going on here? And he told him this and that. Then you see other timelines, but you see other timelines of Supermans. Like Christopher Reeves did another Superman. Then you see Nicolas Cage Superman. I was like, I want to see a Nicolas Cage movie and see how they do that, but I think Nicolas Cage a little bit too old to do a Superman movie like that nowadays. I think back in the day he might have, but nowadays he couldn't. So it's just like that one little random Superman movie, and see if it would be good or bad. So Yo Barry protect Flash because he almost got stabbed by the sharp thing he Young Barry kept using. I forgot Young Barry killed this Kryptonian woman after that, but we won't go back to that. Young Barry died. Then Thing died because the Thing was a part of Young Barry. So Barry, or Flash, you just want to call him Flash. So Flash went back to time so he can prevent his mother from taking to get the tomatoes, so everything go back to where it was. And it was a really sad moment, especially with him talking to his mother, but the mother don't really know that's him. So they're just talking to each other and everything. Then Barry took the tomatoes. He said he loves mom. They love. Well, he didn't love yet. He decided to. I think he changed the camera around, or he let his dad look up, because when he went back to the time his dad because they went back in court. And they showed the video, and Dad looked up in the aisle something. I don't fucking know. So his dad got saved. So his dad got out of prison because of that. He helped his dad get out of prison. So Demia came, Iris and him had a conversation that they about to go on a date because Barry asked him out. Asked her out. Asked her out. Then Bruce called him and wanted to meet Barry, but he came to where Barry was. Then learned that it's a different Batman. This is George Clooney Batman That's what I heard because it's George Clooney. Then find out the timeline didn't change. Barry still fucked up the timeline, but now it's in the future where it's a different Batman. Then the movie ended there. Then it didn't really end it because you still got post credit scene. I didn't watch the post credit scene because it was dumb. It's just bad comedy with Flash and Aquaman being a drunken idiot and stuff. Yeah, so I didn't really hear the conversation. I had to watch it on YouTube to hear the actual conversation. But yeah, that's the whole review of the Flash. What I feel about it, I'm kind of half with it. I don't really know. To me, it feels like, and I heard this too, and I'm like, that makes more sense. It feels like Spider-Man No Way Home. It feels like Spider-Man No Way Home. Cause even when I told with my brother, if this movie did not have Michael Keaton on and all that other stuff, it would have been like fucking. It would have been fucking just below. It should have been an below average movie like the others. Cause I didn't really like Tom Holland Superman movies. The first one I was fine with. The second one I did not like much. Third one I liked because like they had a nostalgia with the other two Spider-Mans and they had the other two Spider-Mans and the other villains. This one the same thing how Spider-Man No Way Home did with the nostalgia and everything. Then the emotional tones in the movie. Yeah, this movie felt like that because like, I didn't really care about Spider-Man No Way Home the same way like I don't really care about this movie either. This movie is like No Way Home. It's like you would like it, and I would watch it a second time or a third time if it's coming out. It come like into like HBO Max. I would watch it again to have like a more better perspective. But right now, I'm kind of have with this movie. It's like, to me, it's like a 5 or 6. It was some parts that were good, some parts that were bad. Because I would say this, the beginning of the movies were like just so stupid. Then the last part of the movie, like the hour and a half is like dumb. Then the second half was good. That's what I would say. It would say about this movie. And the third half was really good. No, I had to say, no, this I would say. When Batman came, this when this movie started getting good. That's what I would say. But so that's my opinions on the Flash movie. I would, like I said, I would give it like maybe like a 5 or 6. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good either. So I would say that. I know everybody else gonna like this movie. Me, I just don't know what to feel about this movie. I was just right there in that territory. But I hope y'all enjoy this review. Like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys later and goodbye.